And we are live. Beanie blessings. Welcome to Deadpan Dope Tuesday with me, Deadpan Lizzie, the Beanie God. This is being recorded on Facebook and we put on YouTube later. If you don't want to be seen or heard, please mute your mic and turn your camera off. Please unmute yourself if you do read and mute when you are not reading out of consideration for your fellow artists. This mic is for all mediums of art and beanies. For those who don't know me, I'm an artist among other professions. A few ground rules: no hate speech or bullying. If I hear any of that tonight, you get the boot, no questions asked. This is a safe space, like I said. Like me, many of us have parallel careers and we're just here to unwind after a long day's work. So please leave the crappy attitudes and beef behind before entering our space. I don't believe in trigger warnings, but if you feel you need to give one, please do so. All right, each artist will have 4 minutes to share any medium of art they want. I will always announce who is on deck as well. If you're interested in learning more about what we have going on here at The Word Is Right, please check out our Facebook page, YouTube channel, and IG, just at The Word Is Right, WRITE, where our calendar of events, we have something here almost every night of the week, a couple times throughout the day. And also, please check out Red or Green Books, our executive producer, Marissa Prada, her publishing house. She's publishing almost 40 books this year, Out Loud LGBTQ anthology, which I am one of the curators on. I'm very proud of. Just went to print and it'll be coming out in the next month. I'm also part of the Fierce 15, amongst many others in the room. My new book, Kunda Beanie, Book of Pankus, is available and out. So if you're interested in learning more about that, please reach out to me, ES_Strauss on IG, or The Word Is Right, and Marissa and I will get you a copy and a personalized Panku in every book. All right, so on deck, we have Christopher Moore, but up to the mic to bless our space, tonight. Please welcome D. Allen.
Ron Kovic of Vietnam Veterans Against the War isn't the only one who was born on the 4th of July. Our very own host, Elizabeth Sophia Strauss, was also born on the 4th of July. Her birthday was yesterday. So for those of y'all who missed that, wish her a happy birthday before I go into my bit.
Oh, that was very kind of you. Thank you, D. Yes, yesterday was my 31st trip around the sun. It's starting out pretty well, and I'm happy to continue celebrating with everyone here. So many blessings to everyone. Thank you very much, D. Appreciate you.
You're welcome. 3 new pieces. First one is called Regression. Give me an S, give me a U, give me a P, give me an R, give me an E, give me an M, give me an E. Give me a C, give me an O, give me a U, give me an R, give me a T. What's that spell? Well, America's still the land of freedom, provided that men in jet black robes behind pulpits, who will never experience the pain of childbirth in bringing a fresh new human into our world, propagate our species, can control women's bodies with reams of laws and outlawed clinics, closed for business. The urban back alleys are about to get some. Theocratic regression to the good old days that never were. America's experiencing a rebirth. Order of the day, denial of personal choice, contained bodily autonomy, breed on demand. Thank the judges, ladies. They gifted you hell. Give them the same and stronger. Your womb, your choice, both at stake. And that was a new poem called Regression.
Yes. Yes, keep our reproductive rights intact. Thank you.
Ungoth Confessions. 1. I hate periwinkers, long pointy-toed shoes, and creepers, thick, chunky-soled shoes. Both are clownish and ugly. The main point of being a goth is to try your best to look like neither. 2. I despise bondage. As a person of West African descent, The fascination with whips, chains, and the master-slave dichotomy reminds me too much of fucking slavery. Leave that in colonial times. 3, I never liked music from Depeche Mode, The Cure, The Smiths, or solo material by Morrissey. More profuse crying than actual singing from any of them. 4, I have no goth friends living near me or otherwise. 5, only 50% of my wardrobe is black. 6, I'm too chicken shit to apply manic panic colored dye to my hair. When I had hair. 7, I've never had a goth girlfriend. 8, I've never read Dracula, Phantom of the Opera, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, Interview with the Vampire, or Jane Eyre. The Twilight books don't count as legit gothic lit in my eyes. I prefer my vampires to burst into extraordinary flame when faced with sunlight, not have skin that sparkles like diamonds in its hot shine. 9, I've never worn fingernail polish. 10, I'm no longer a goth. And that was a new checklist / personal essay piece called Ungoth Confessions. And the last piece has become like a personal favorite of mine. So I'm going to use the share screen feature one more time. Subculture. I've spent my entire young adult life in active search of myself. Racism made me leave the heavy metal scene. Backstabbing made me leave the punk scene. High school clique level immaturity made me leave the Circle A scene. Lack of a lover and peers of similar taste made me shed black gothic threads in favor of colors. In my pursuit through the crowds, I found myself in pieces, went from metalhead to punk to goth and anarchist combo. Those years, those stages were fun, but they ended with dissatisfaction or the taste of spew. The mainstream don't want me, and the underground doesn't either. I don't see a contingent of folks with open arms happily chanting, one of us, one of us, one of us, to me anytime soon. Through the looks, crowds, years, stages, I found myself in pieces, went from metalhead to punk to goth and anarchist combo. Now I'm nothing but a subculture of one. And that was a new poem called Subculture for Barbara Mercer, Darren J. Beanie, and Nick Paleologos of New Jersey. Published in Night Flights of the Dragonfly #5, June 2022, and Fevers of the Mind, May 24th, 2022. From this mic to your ears, I'm D. Allen. Thanks for listening.
Make some noise for D. Allen, fun friends. I always love hearing him.
Woo! Yeah.
I give a shout out to my twisted twin, Nick Paleologos, who has his workshop and his mic tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern time, right to the mic, back here at The Word is Right. If you're watching Twisted Twin and miss you, hope you're doing well. Got to hang out with him for my birthday this weekend and the weekend before and this coming weekend. That's what we do. We're family. It's always a pleasure to hear you, D. Allen. I loved all those pieces. I'm not goth, but I'm a professional stage manager, so I wear a lot of, I would say 90% of my wardrobe is all black clothing, and I'm not a Bronte sister fan. People have known that about me since high school. You have anything coming up you'd like to share, promote, talk about your books?
I've got nothing coming up that I want to promote except for a feature that's going to be coming up on Thursday, July 21st. And I'll put that information in chat.
Well, that is awesome. I'm very happy for you. Go check that out. Always a pleasure to have you with us, D. Allen. Thank you so much for sharing, and I'll withdraw the co-host permission so you don't have to worry about letting people in and out. But if you want to share the screen again later, just let me know and I'll re-enable it. All right, thank you so much for blessing the space and for the birthday wishes. Appreciate you. All right, on deck, we got Martin, which I just bought his mug from his collection. I got his elephant mug. So we'll talk more about that when he reads. But up to the mic now, we have Christopher Moore.
Okay, I just have one tonight. Let me bring it up. Okay, this is called Heart Fasting. Emotions can always cause trouble. Best not to have feelings too soon. Enjoying the gluttony of fake compliments, not knowing when the real fall will happen. Oh, trust me, it will eventually happen. Thumping, thumping, and thumping till it reaches the throat only to sink down into the stomach when pierced with an arrow. Its atonement almost over as it piles on self-negatives. Let's see. 1 second. Okay, and yeah, I guess that's all I have. I do have an announcement though. For tomorrow, 2:45 in August, I'm going to be featured with SpoFest, which is a group that does like it features different poets who have published books. So I'm going to be featuring for them August 2nd, but tomorrow I'm doing a pre-SpoFest interview at 2:45 p.m. that will talk like about 10-15 minutes about my book, Icarus Falls. And on July 10th, I did about a month or two ago a poetry interview with 105 Publishing. And according to the two hosts, the episode will be available July 10th.
That's just on Sunday. Well, congratulations on that. Please buy his book. You can drop your information where people can find all that, listen to the podcast, read your book in the chat and on our Facebook chat that we're going live on the Warriors Right page. And Christopher's also a host here at the Warriors Right with more poetry every second and fourth Wednesday. He switches off with Nick Logos at 7:30 p.m. Where you can, it's all mediums of art like here. So go support Christopher and our Word is Right family, and I'm sure we'll hear more from him later this evening. And he's also a part of Out Loud, the LGBTQ debut anthology with Red Green Books. So
and the next more poetry is on the 13th.
Yes, so that's next Wednesday. So go check that out next Wednesday. Yep, at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. He switches off with Nick. Always a pleasure to hear you, Christopher, and I'm sure we'll hear more from you later this evening. All right, on deck, we got Shockey, and up to the mic now. Like I said, he has his company with Zazzle, right?
It prints through the Zazzle website, but it's parkwilliam.com.
Yeah, parkwilliam.com, and that's also his IG handle.
Yeah.
Yep, and he makes caps that he's wearing, he makes pillows, he makes these. This mug is so cute. It has an elephant on it in different languages. It's so cute.
T-shirts.
It makes your t-shirts. We're working on beanies.
Yeah.
Hint, hint, wink, wink. But please welcome to the mic from Washington, D.C., Martin Parker.
Thank you very much. Pardon me while I go off camera. I do hope to get close enough here to see my work. And if I can find it, there we go. Got a couple short elegies. One that I just finished up recently here. It's called Tales of My Old Maid Great Aunts. My old maid great aunts of Wilmington, Ohio, Nellie Elizabeth and Alberta Louise, or Betty and Berta better known, would sit on their porch to catch the breeze. Old photos show them stoically watch my sister and me as we play cat and mouse, while they perched in sliding glider seats, ensconced on that porch at their old vintage house. My father's mother's elders, sisters, they never did really find their own place, but stayed behind to care for their mother, who to a ripe age would live with grace. I don't know if they ever forgave their sister, my father's mother, who'd go away on a Mexican mission journey when newly wed to her dapper beau. My father's family lived with them there upon their return from their long retreat, till moving to houses down the road along the aptly named College Street. I clearly remember the time I was told Aunt Berta returned a bit after dawn from making her sister a cup of tea to find the elder Betty gone, and wondered just how that it could be that someone could simply disappear. But thus I learned at an early age how ones you love can pass without fear. And Berta lived to be 95, her hair pulled back into a tight bun, her frame so thin in her old-fashioned dress with simple designs that faded in the sun. But to this day, I remember well the no-nonsense way she'd end a call. She'd give the receiver a quizzical look, then hang it up, saying nothing at all. And this is in loving memory of my great aunts, Nellie Elizabeth Ross and Alberta Louise Ross. And I have one more. It's a little bit shorter if I have time yet. My first round here. This is for a Quaker friend of mine, a mentor of mine sort of growing up. It's called Memories from the Shores of Octorara Creek. May God protect your mischievous smile that often lit your lilting eyes, like lunar halos that light the skies with a heat both warm and cool. You always spoke a cogent phrase on mornings when with friends we'd meet, or evenings gather around to greet and share a lucky meal. You'd check out pastries I had made and share the worth of ships and schemes, near where the waters of 8 rare streams seem to flow right under your deck. You came to rest upon the Keys, completing a trip around the West, and now you live in eternal rest in the hearts of those you loved. And this is in loving memory of Jim Brophy, whose name can be translated as May God Protect Lunar Halo.
Oh, it's beautiful. I always appreciate how you memorialize people and we learn about them. Thank you so much for bringing that to our space. It's always so beautiful and touching.
Thank you.
Please give him a follow at Park William. That's his IG handle. Check out his collection online. It makes my tea taste better. I think so. I'm a happy camper. I'm a very happy camper. Thank you so much, Martin. Anything you'd like to plug before we move on to the next artist?
Nothing really coming, although like Christopher, I'm being featured on SPOFest a little bit later in the year in September. I'm still waiting to find out more details since it's a couple, 3 months away yet.
Oh, well, congratulations on that. Very exciting. Give him a follow so you can check out the dates for when he will be speaking on that IG Park William. And I'm sure we'll hear more from him later this evening. All right, on deck, we got Christy Scribbles. And up to the mic now, we got, she's also in the Out Loud LGBTQ anthology. She's one of my favorite poets in our community. Please give a warm welcome to Shaki G.
Oh, thank you. Woo! All right. I just got one poem to do today. So there's a poem that's been circling that's called America is a Gun, where it names different places by what they are best known for and ends with America is a Gun. So this is in response to that, kind of. As kids, we joked about giving free tickets to the gun show whenever we raised our arms. But my brother's body is a fully stocked armory. You can hear the boom of cannons in his voice, a grand finale of fireworks in his smile. His heart, a trigger-happy rifle, chest an arsenal of pride. So when he leaves the house, I'm afraid anyone will mistake his melanin for gunpowder. Any twitch seen as reaching for a gun, his eyes turn gunmetal black when scared. It is hard to conceal his pain. I have seen the way America looks at him, call him fetish and pray. My brother is a moving target, a walking excuse, a closed coffin ready for wake. I wish I could paint my brother any other color than chalk outline, camouflage him into this world. Wish I could put a safety on his back instead of a bullseye, because after all the things my brother can be, America is the gun.
America is the gun. Damn. That is some powerful words, Shocky. Give Shocky some love, y'all. Oh man. Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing that with us. As always, I enjoy your work. It's always incredibly powerful. And on that note, Red or Green Books is putting together a gun violence anthology. Each governor and both senators in this nation are going to be sent a copy because we need change. We need gun reform. We can't continue like this. It's too hard to watch too many people losing their lives. So if you haven't submitted, the deadline is just around the corner. So you can email Marissa at Red or Green Books, READ.com to learn more, because we have to change. We have to get through to our politicians and our government that this needs to stop. Thank you for sharing, Shocky. Is there anything you'd like to promote or talk about?
No, I don't have anything right now.
Well, thank you for sharing as always, and we hope to hear more from you later this evening. Okay. On deck, we have Generalissimo Brian Franco, and up next to the mic, she's a part of the Fierce 15. I just reviewed her book. It is absolutely brilliant and charming. I can't wait to get my hands on it. And I get to hug her at the New York Poetry Festival this September. Please give a warm welcome to my sister, Christy Scribbles. Oh, she just bounced out of the space? Oh no, we might have lost her. I know her internet was going in and out. Oh, wait, she's back. You back, Christy?
Can you hear me?
Did you hear all the nice things I said about you?
No, it kicked me off and then I had to try to get back on.
Oh, I was saying that she's a part of the Fierce 15 and she's brilliant. I just reviewed her book and it's charming. And I get to hug her at the New York Poetry Festival in just like 2 months. It's like just around the corner. And hold her book and she's my sister from another mister. So please give a warm welcome to one of my favorite people on this planet, who I know is happy. I'm smiling right now. I know she's happy. Oh, and her kid was with us. Hi, kid. Is that your son?
It is.
Hi,
James.
future poet.
Okay, yes. Well, that's right. He's already started writing.
That's awesome. Hi.
Okay, sit here. I'm done. Okay. Well, thank you for all the nice things. Happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
Excited to be here. I only have a couple of little ones because I didn't know if my internet would hold out. So. My heartbeat. My heartbeat is my constant, is my true north, allows me connection and beats to keep me alive. I am alive through my heart, the portal of my soul, the portal to myself, my connection, to you, to them, to all that is. It is it all, the heartbeat of me, the space of my center that allows me to be myself, be my true self that hurts and cries and loves and expands and releases and forgives and moves forward and allows me to be me, the constant of me, the center of me, the heartbeat of me. And the next one is called to be visible. To be visible within my words, within my voice, is new to me, is a strange place, you see. The words were given to me to find a place to be seen and heard and connected. But hiding in my house, my nest of resting place comes so natural to me, to the empath in me, the sensitive space of me, and to be visible here with we and you and me is so uncomfortable and outside the lines of what I thought I would be. But I have realized that outside the lines is me, and my words set me free and allow me to be visible to me, to the authentic me, the courageous me, the no shit taker me. The visible me is just fine, you see, and being seen as me is okay. Is better than okay, is great and amazing and comforting. Not to hide behind the words, but dance among the words and perform then for fun, for an energetic exchange, to connect at heart and become a community, and embrace my voice, my visible me. It sets me free. It sets me free. Thank you.
Make some noise for Christy Scribbles.
Woo!
Yes. I
Go.
love her poetry makes me smile. Ah. You want to spit a poem? No? I love Christy Scribbles. I love her work. She's pinch hit for me here at Deadpan Dove, and I appreciate her so much. And she's also just such a good friend. Christy checks in on me a lot because she knows the tail end of 30 for me was not 30 was not easy for me at all. It was a shitty year, but not professionally, but personally for me. And she checks in on me, and I know she can't see it through text, and I'm Deadpan Lizzie, so it might come off dry, but I'm always smiling when I receive messages from her. So I appreciate her friendship so much. Please give her a follow, The Poetry Alchemist. Please buy her book. You can find all that information on her IG page. You'll meet her at the New York City Poetry Festival. She's just an amazing person, and she's got some adorable children. So thank you for blessing the space and sharing your family with us. Appreciate it. All right, we also have Terry Rose Jertson here in the room. She's a part of the Fierce 15. Her book, The Chameleon Chronicles, is out. She will also be at the New York City Poetry Festival. That's her book cover. I've met Terry in person. I hope she brings the cat ears again. I hope. Will they be there? Yes. All right, we will see in 2 months. We will see. But she will bless the space later this evening. But on deck we have Daniel Villegas, who we haven't seen for a minute. So happy you're back, brother. Good to see you. But up to the mic now, he is a part of the next 10 with Frederick Green Books. He's a part of the Out Loud LGBTQ literary art anthology. He will be at the New York Poetry Festival. We all will. If you're not going to be at the New York City Poetry Festival, get your tickets now, because it's just going to be an amazing weekend, and I have to already prep myself for the amount of sleep I'm not going to get while we're all in town hanging out. So please welcome to the mic my friend Generalissimo Brian Franco.
Woo!
Hello. So I'm going to read a couple pieces that I did at Jane's Spoken Words OEA group last week. First, it's pretty short. These don't have titles yet. Honk, honk, honk. Ain't no geeses nowhere. Just another traffic jam. Car stuck in strawberry jam made of red number 42. Natural strawberry flavor that ain't so natural, and high fructose corn syrup. The dude in front of me is holding his phone to his ear. Traffic is moving, but he ain't. I lean on my horn. Honk, honk, honk. His middle finger is attached to his fist, which he sticks out his window. We missed the light. The corn syrup in the street is thicker than before. Honk, 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 honk. Okay. And this one again doesn't have another title. He had spent the previous night inside a camel. His lips cracked like the Bonneville Flats when he saw a beach beneath a leafy olive tree next to what looked like a pond. Then he heard frogs and birds. His shadow preceded his body as he ran through the Saharan sand that was as hot as the sidewalk in Alabama on the Ides of July. It was no longer distance. He felt a cool breeze brush against his face. He smelled air that would soothe his parched throat. He felt the water sliding down his esophagus like ice cold grape Gatorade after mowing the lawn. He had slept inside a camel the previous night. The oasis was a mirage. I'm just going to do one more short piece that was published in Flights, which is a British thing. It's called A Man Meets a Gun. It sits atop a table. He is hesitant to touch it. It is ice cold to the touch. The single second he felt his palm hug the handle, the exact moment he allowed his trigger finger to finger the trigger, he felt the tired whites of his eyes wake. At the practice range, he aimed his new possession at a life-size human-shaped piece of cardboard stock paper with bullseyes printed on face and chest. He knew he held a new power. He knew he held the power to end a life. He also knew better. But there were times he wanted more bullets and a larger magazine, an opportunity to write his own story, or rather shoot his story with more power. Thank you.
It's beautiful work you did with Jane. Jane and Albie have featured here at The Word is Right. I'm sorry I missed her workshop. I think I had to work, but love Jane's spoken word. Love Brian Generalissimo. We can't wait to see him in September and give him a big bear hug. But
I
his
will
book,
fully accept that bear hug.
you get a big bear hug.
And you'll
Big
get,
bear hug.
you might get one back if you don't watch out.
Oh, I'm expecting it. I better get a bear hug.
I want to get one from Terry Rose Gerson.
We're gonna have just a group bear hug.
It's going to be a group hug.
It's just gonna be a love fest. That's what it is. We're family. We love fest. We love on each other. I'm so excited. I've never been to the New York City Poetry Festival. I've never been to Governor's Island. I've lived in New York my entire life. So I'm excited.
Can I just
Mhm.
make some announcements, and I'll put it in the chat. On
Mm-hmm.
the 18th is my next Cafe Generalissimo. Then on the 29th at Friday, July 29th at 9:30 p.m., I'll be doing Collapse Press out of San Francisco. And that will be my co-feature will be an amazing poet named T.A. Niles, who, if you ever heard him, you'll be blown away.
That's
Anyway,
awesome.
thank you.
Yep, and get his book. He's a part of the Next 10 Frederick Green Books. He's a part of the anthology. He's a brilliant artist, brilliant poet, and such a lovely person. I'll be in San Francisco at the end of the month, running the San Francisco Half Marathon with Joshua Curnia, who's also a poet in our community. So excited to visit and get sweaty and run 13 miles with Joshua in the San Francisco sun. All right. Well, thank you so much, Brian. We'll hear a little more from you later this evening. On deck, we have Terry Richardson, but now up to the mic. I'm so happy he's back. Haven't heard from him for a minute. Please welcome Daniel Villegas.
What's up, family? I had to plug in my phone. It just gave me the 10-minute warning. So I'm going to see if I can figure this out. All right, cool. Everything good. What's up, family? It's been a minute. Oh, man. It's great to hear your poetry. I felt inclined to say this, but everybody here is important. Your work is important. It's appreciated for real. You're doing great work on this earth, and we need you here. I needed to say that. So I'm going to do these two pieces. One, just the premise of this piece, I was cooking, and I sat down to start to write thinking that I had enough time to let the broccoli steam. And then I kept writing And by the time I went back to go check, everything was burnt. But I got the poem finished. All right. So the poem is called Wordplay. You can listen to the wordplay in it and you'll see why I called it that. It goes like this. I'm eating garlic without a heartache, Parvin, Marvin. This situation's real like carnage. My bondage, I break slavery chains with constant contact. To combat the mission, I slice my position in half with more vision than cats. My 9 lives can match wherever you're at. I'm holding a bad vampire with an umpire holding the stats of how many baseballs get hit. My metaphors are sick like cats in the cold, riding with bold, italicized penmanship all on the road. I'm touring the globe and in it I can see where to go. Punchlines hit hard, so get up from the floor. 3 rings with more strings than being pulled by science, string theory. Dimensions are doors to multiple realities like Nick Fury. I canopy with trees stretched out like Kennedy's. Before John got shot, put the gun down. We don't need to ride our blocks. And I mean that. I write more than waterfalls catch that rock. On crops that crop photos to fit that block. On your phone like E.T. phone home whenever I cyclone my mind though to unwind the past show. But never repeat mistakes are granted. But not when you're burned from the heat. I'm holding the key to an unlocked box. I call it hip hop whenever I beatbox. So plant yourself to the ground and speculate how many more times does it take you to interface my reality of wordplay. My words say don't worry. The people will come. But for now, I kick this rhyme for the people above. Wordplay.
Yeah. I have missed your fire so much, brother. It's so good to hear you again.
Awesome. I appreciate it. Thank you, Deadpan. Glad to be here. I jumped on Facebook. I was like, what's going on today? I was like, I got to wake up early tomorrow. I got a show. And then I saw, we're going live. I was like, oh, she's going live. I got to get on.
Always happy to have you.
Yes. So this piece is called Street Fighter. For those who play video games, you might be able to catch the hidden message behind it. And if you do, then I say we're riding in sync. And it goes like this. Street Fighter. 10 + 2 is 12. That's 12 minutes I have to breathe slow. 2 + 2 is 4. That's 4 minutes or less I have to compose this poem. 3 + 3 is 6 unless I multiply to get 9. 9 cycles to complete the birth in the womb. 9 times does a cat come back for more. 9 times do I see myself in the future form. But what does this all mean? It means that no matter what you focus on, when you give it enough attention, it happens. Complex dexterities from here to Lebanese. My third eye opens like Super Mario jumping for that magic mushroom. Tantalized, I specialize in being equipped with backflips that'll make you lose grip. I sip slowly into my almond milk, shift and tilt like that of the planet, which does once in a while. I smile so hard I look upside down. From my crown chakra, I open up my mind, blown by the ecstasy of feeling real. In this poem, I cross paths and dimensions like being like hearing sonic booms from Street Fighter. Sonic boom! Or walking with Zinc and Zelda for new beginnings. In my bag, I can heal with herbs and tinctures. Mental stamina must rise like being pinched in a dream to wake up. So wake up. Wake up. Stop being complacent to the world. When was the last time you questioned what are we here for? No need to answer. Just like these streams that tell the story of sedimentation of how long the earth has lived here for. How long our souls have walked this earth. So wake up and stop dropping in frequency just to match someone else's and play dumb. You're not dumb, so shift. Shift like playing Nintendo. Up, up, down, side, A, B, up, up, down, side, A, B. What are we looking for? Is it permission to act, to do, to be? Is it support to know that you're okay and more capable of succeeding your predecessors? I stand on this mountaintop, looking over the green valleys and dips as a man who knows his history. My life did not begin here. In fact, I'm in a multiple universe in meditation, seeing what the world would be while projecting myself into this world. I'm vast like space, but small in time. Like particles moving through time, I can tell you that you're needed here, so don't check out. Or check the box under what to call you. You are unique in nature, so stand up and fight for your life. Because you are wanted here in a street fight with beings that morph into other things. How am I expected to win a fight with something that you can't even see? Well, you have to. I'm not sure how, but concentrating long enough on your power, you may blow these motherfuckers up. So stand in your strength, know your worth, for this is no regular street fight. Street Fighter. Hadouken!
Yes. Yes,
Listen, I was just
Daniel.
thinking about you.
Yeah, she just entered. Well, she's in her car, but I'm sure she'll spit later. Our executive producer, our boss lady, our publisher, the woman that gives it.
You guys see we had to sky's the limit. She's got a show coming up.
Yeah,
I
so
saw
Daniel,
that.
So Daniel, thank you so much for blessing the space. So happy to have you with us. I'm sure we'll hear more from you in a little bit later this evening. Anything you want to? Also, you got to get to the New Weekend Slams.
Yeah, I gotta get out this. It's been a little difficult. I'm about an hour and 30 minutes away. It's not too bad when I take the train. It's just I've been, thank God I've been busy. I've been doing a lot of shows and a lot of workshops, but I'll try to make it out there at one point. If it's not a slam, maybe I'll take my drum and do an open mic. But I'll let y'all know when I'm headed out there so we could all meet and have a good time.
Yes, there's poetry slams every Friday and every Wednesday at the
Right.
American Poets Cafe. And on Wednesdays now, it's like only $5. So go give your $5.
Really? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's like a summer thing. They just promote it. It's on their IG page.
Okay.
So go check it out. New York Poets Cafe slams. Go support them. Without them, I wouldn't know anyone in this space. So I have a lot of love for the New
I hear
York.
you. I love them very much. So yeah,
an
thank you.
advocate of Words, my Beanie Brothers, now their program director. Congratulations, Words. I'm so proud of you and happy for you. And he hosts the Wednesday night slams. And then Jive, who I've also met, hosts the Friday night slams. So it's a fun time. Check that out. So anything you want to plug, promote, your IG handle?
Well, I mean, most of all, I just want to say thanks for the space. I'm in much gratitude to be able to share. Because of these Zoom open mics, I've written over 40 straight out 3-minute poems. Because I was like, I need more material to do these open mics. So I just kept writing and writing. So I'm glad for that. I got like a second book in the process in the future, or an anthology of some sort. So, you guys have helped me make some material. So thank you for that. The only thing is just I'm working on the solo album, 15 tracks, and the book on the way. So, when I can get these singers in and finish that project, I'll feel much better. But like I said, most of all, I just want to give thanks. Thanks for this space.
Of course, so happy you blessed the space. So happy to see you. I'm so happy you saw we were going live. I've missed you. We've missed having you in this space, and I can't wait to meet you in person at one of the slams. Yeah, no, open mics in this community. I've finished 3 books in a year and a half. Yeah, one of them sitting in the car that asked me to write this book.
Oh, nice.
That pulled out of my ass. Queen to Beanie, new styles of poetry. If she was like, "You got it in you," I'm like, "Do I?"
Beautiful.
2 months of pain in one book.
Yeah, beautiful.
It happened.
Beautiful.
My mom just finished reading it. My mom just finished reading it she went to go see my brother in Denver, and she read it in one sitting. She was like, and she loved it. And I was like, that wasn't traumatizing. She's like, no. I'm like, okay.
Oh, that's good.
It can be hard. Well, it can be hard to read about. No, I have a very good relationship with my mother. It can be hard to read about your child going through so much pain.
Right.
So, but she said it wasn't. So that made me happy. Well, thank you so much, Daniel. We look forward to hearing more from you later this evening. And yeah. So after Terry Osterson, we will go back to the top of our list. But please welcome to the mic now. She's a part of the Fierce 15. Get your copy of Chameleon Chronicles. She's holding the book. That's her book cover behind her. That's her book in her hand. I've met her in person, and she's super fun and super awesome. She'll be at the New York City Poetry Festival as well with a lot of us. And she's a part of the Touching Tongues anthology, the Women's Erotic Anthology that Marissa and myself and 29 other women are bravely a part of. So please welcome and give a warm welcome to Cherry Rose Jertson.
Hello. I have 2 pieces. One's very short and one is semi. Medium. Okay. The first one's called Thresholds in my book on page 52. And it is set against the background of some beautiful flowers in my garden. Throughout my life, from youth until aged, I have crossed many thresholds. I was carried over 3 times, learning life's hard lessons, for better, never worse. So that's that one. And then the next one is called Trainless Wedding Dress. The dress, that blasted dress, laughs at her from the hanger. It knows how much she values the white satin and its silhouette. It knows that she has gotten chubby again from eating too much candy. It knows she will never be able to fit inside its claustrophobic mesh and heavy commitment to dieting, starving and aerobic activity to slim down to try to be able to zip the unzippable. She heard it once said that the train of the gown represents a way to hide the shadow of the bride. It stands to reason that this dress did not have one, so that darkness was free to follow. As long as it stayed behind her, she guessed that was okay, unless it would overcome her. But that could not happen to this queen in her luminescence, in the luminescent gown. After all, even though she's going on marriage number 3, she was glowing brightly enough to obliterate any such shadiness in the room. Maybe she's addicted. She does exhibit addict behavior on the pink cloud floating above the crowd, immersing herself in the feeling of such overwhelming euphoria, which is why she is doomed to repeat this scenario over and over. Maybe she is cursed. Maybe the feeling of suffocation, whether it be of fashion or by lifelong commitment, is the only thing that makes her feel alive.
Yes. Get her book. I'm going to have it in my hands very soon.
You could have it sooner than later. I can put it in the mail.
You can. I was excited to do the book swap festival, but if you want to put it in the mail, you can do that. It's up to you.
I'm thinking about it. But
Well,
then you have to put your book in the mail to me.
True. All right. Well, we'll do a book swap, but we can either do it sooner or later. We'll text about it. So you get to make the official decision.
Okay. I want it
you
now.
drop it in.
I don't want to wait till September.
You don't want to wait till September to read a book of pain.
Hey, you know what? I have my fair share of pain poems too.
We do.
We're just gonna poke at each other.
It's not. Yes. I mean, listen, we're human. We all go through it, right? No,
but
I
there's
mean,
happy
it's not.
Stuff.
Of course, there's
yeah.
Of course, there is happy moments in the book, but the shit I went through in 2 months was more negative than positive. So I just typed away that pain. I'm still working on it, but if you drop it in the mail, let me know, and then I will reciprocate it. So just let me know.
Okay. I'm gonna drop it in the mail. I'm waiting for Ron Mark Thompson because he said he was gonna PayPal me or something, but I don't know if it's there yet. I'm still waiting, and then I can go and just mail to yours and his. So just drop your address to me so I know where to mail it.
Okay, well, thank you. I'll send you a Facebook message. And she called Ron out on Facebook, so now
that's right, Ron. Get it together.
He's busy. He's a little busy producing.
I know.
Yes. But I'm excited to read the book, the beautiful cover art. You drew that, right?
I did not. That's Shane Maynor.
But Shane. Okay.
Everything else inside I did.
Okay. I know your artwork was a part of the book, but I wasn't sure if the cover was Shane or you. But Shane is brilliant. She does most of the cover.
I did actually work with her on the cover, though. We made a lot of changes together. So it kind of was cool. Jointly, but was mostly her.
It's beautiful. Yeah, Shane is brilliant. She did my cover art. She did most of the press's cover art. She's amazing. So if you're watching, Shane, we love you. We miss you.
Yes.
All right. Well, give her I fuzzy mom. I funny mom.
I funnies mom.
I funnies mom. On IG, get her book. And Greg Michaels, Urban Cowboy Poet, just entered the space. He's also part of the Fierce 15, and he'll be at the New York City Poetry Festival. And his book, Urban Cowboy Poetry, is out. So check that out with him and Red Agreement. There it is. Get all these beautiful books. There it is. Yep. Well, so before we, yeah. Actually, before we go back to the top of our list, Greg, would you like to read from the book?
You talking to me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're talking about Shane. Shane is also the illustrator inside of my book.
Oh, yeah. There's all their cover art. She's amazing. Shane Maynard.
What?
But
Yeah, she's got like the dressed kangaroo and the exploding head and all that.
very cool. Very, very cool.
It's all by Shane. Like she's on the cover, illustrated by Shane. Well, you have the book. No, you don't have the book.
Not yet. I'll get it at the poetry festival. I'm doing a lot of book swaps at the festival. Patty Russo and I'm Marie Medina, and we're gonna swap. Terry Rose insists on mailing her books sooner, so I will get
Yes,
to read it sooner, which I'm
I
very
will be in New York at the festival, so I will have plenty of books.
yeah. Yes. I will
So no
definitely
need-
get it from you there.
What? Yeah. No
I will
need for
definitely. But
shipping or
would you like to read any of the book right now?
Sure.
Yeah.
Read one of these here legends.
Oh yeah. I want to hear an urban legend.
What?
I want to hear an urban legend.
Oh, you got it. Okay. This one, a lot of people still think it's true, but Disney on Ice. Dead might not be dead when it comes to old Walt Disney. He's the guy that invented imagination, isn't he? Cancer had destroyed his lung. It seems his days had ended, but this man of vision had a plan to get his lifetime extended. Uncle Walt had himself froze in 1966. The idea to suspend his life till science found a fix. He'd hibernate till doctors made a cure for his lung cancer. He still directs the family business through a necromancer. Disneyland is the location of his cryonic birth. Ain't no better place to chill than the happiest place on earth. He told his family, don't you fret, because I get this all planned. They'll find a cure and wake me up in Tomorrowland. Under Pirates of the Caribbean is where I want to be. Yo ho, a second life for me. I don't care how long it takes until I see the light. I'll have a nice long snooze like Sleeping Beauty or Snow White. When I went to that there magic kingdom with my grandson, I met Walt's ghost wandering around the haunted mansion. He told me how his body wound up down below in deep freeze. I encouraged innovation. My employees aimed to please. One pinned a suggestion on a corkboard with a thumbtack. That's how we began to plan to Imagineer my comeback. Walt said, I see I still bring joy to modern boys and girls. And just like the song, I want to be part of your world. There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow waiting at the end of every day. And I'm still a kid at heart and I still want to play. When I'm reborn, I just might find myself a new young wife. We'll be part of that there circle, the circle of life. If Walt Disney does return, is it a miracle of cryonics or just the whole world being fooled by Disney animatronics? Be ready when they thaw him out if you want to see old Walt. They will release him for a couple of years, then it's back in the Disney vault. Thank you. I'll
Thank
put that
you.
on my book. You can PayPal me at my email or message me if you want some other kind of format. Payment.
Yes. Please buy his book. He's Urban Cowboy Poetry, Urban Cowboy Poet.
And I will be in New York. If people tell me they want one, I'll have an idea of how many to bring.
Oh yeah, we're all gonna be schlepping our boxes of books to Governor's Island. Excited to meet you in person. Also, if any of my symposium interns are watching, you just got your Disney fixing. So there you go.
And you can see my videos on that Urban Cowboy Poetry, either YouTube or Facebook. I'll put all that in the chat.
Yeah, I actually forgot Walt Disney had his body frozen. I totally
You think?
forgot about
What
that.
did you think about it?
I forgot that Walt Disney had his body frozen.
No, he didn't have it. The
Didn't he have
first
his
one.
body?
What?
I thought he had his body frozen. He didn't.
Well, that's the legend, but it's not true. Yes.
Oh, I thought it was true.
Yeah, no, it's just a legend. The first cryogenic frozen person was a year later, 1967,
The baseball player?
but not Disney, what, not Walt Disney.
Was it the baseball player? Or am I
Oh, yeah,
thinking
Lou
of-
Gehrig is.
Yeah, okay.
The person I
Yeah.
know here, Cleveland area, did him,
Oh, wow.
went right, same place as Lou Gehrig. Frozen.
I don't think I'd want my body frozen. I think I'd be, that's not how I'd want to spend eternity. But I always love hearing your urban legends. I always love with Disney. I have a Mickey Mouse shirt I've worn posting before
Yeah,
I break it out
cool.
again. Yeah, and the beautiful cover. Beautiful cover. Check that out, y'all.
Yeah. He's in an urban setting, but it's kind of out of place there. Okay, cool. I'll put all that in the chat and I'll listen to all you folks.
He's like me. He's in an urban setting and he's kind of out of place.
Here's 15.
Yes, Fierce 15, Tara Sturtson, me, Christy Scribbles, Greg Michaels, and many other brilliant. I'm so blown away by the talent of the Fierce 15. My jaw just drops. And Miriam Peterson, Miss Matter of Fact, just dropped into the room. And if she's ready, I'd love to hear her share.
Okay. I'm going to do a song that I wrote in 2015, March 17th at 5:39 in the morning. This is for anyone who has been affected by CPS. It's called It's Time to Take Them Down. Why do they make us cry? Why do they tell lies? They are crooked. They are criminals in disguise. Time to take them down, take them down, take them down, many at a time. You pay for what they've done. Join good families, number one. Like just number two. Cut the children, they don't do. Money hungry is what they are. Need to be thrown to the farthest star. Why do they make us cry? Why do they tell lies? They are crooked. They are criminals in disguise. Time to take them down, take them down, take them down, many at a time. Thousands upon thousands affected by them. Justice will be done. Want our children back, and we mean now. Hear our battle cry. Won't lay down and die. We'll keep fighting. Why do they make us cry? Why do they tell lies? They are crooked. They are criminals in disguise. Time to take them down, take them down, take them down, many at a time. It's time to take them down, take them down, take them down, many at a time.
Yeah. Yep. No bullshit with Miriam Peterson. You anything else you'd like to share?
I can share one of my poems. Need to find the one I want to. This is called Ghost House. I was growing up in a haunted house. Everybody else heard the ghost. I'm the only one who saw it. Remember, it was early in the morning. I looked at by my toy box I had, and I saw a human shape. It was hell as I remember. I told to go towards the light in as brave a voice as I could muster. Told that it didn't belong there anymore. I set it free that night. Everybody who lived there after us had bombs there. No bombs in the night. Nothing moved. No human shape was seen again. I felt happy I set it free. Everybody believes in ghosts, but I do, because I saw one when I was but a child.
Yes.
Thanks.
I always love hearing you sing. I always love your guitar. I always love hearing your poetry. You got a bunch of books. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, my newest book is called Poetry of Wonders 46. 41 is what it originally was going to be called. 46 is my age that I am now. So I decided to put the two together and call it Poetry of Wonders 46. All my books, 8 of them, Life 1, Life 2, Love and Lust 1, and Poetry of Wonders 46, you have to be 18 and up to catch this adult content. Then my other one, Obsession of Murder, other short stories, you have to be 18 and up to catch because of violence in some stories.
That's awesome. Congratulations on that. Will you be
Thanks.
at the New York City Poetry Festival?
No, I don't travel.
Okay.
I don't even drive, so it's hard for me to get
That's it.
anywhere.
No, that's valid. That's totally valid. But hopefully we'll meet one day. Always happy when
Yep.
you bless the space.
Yep.
And we're going back. Yeah, but thank you so much for being here and popping in. We're gonna go back to the top of our list for a final round, and then we'll close out the evening. So on deck we have Shaki G. But off mic now we have Parquillian, aka Martin Parker.
Well, thank you so much. Such great poetry tonight. Let me pull up a couple other short poems I want to read. These are a little bit different. About some of my favorite music. This first one came to me at 3 a.m. just a few days ago. I call it Stratospheric Journey. It was 25 o'clock in the cosmic confines of the Penguin Feather Record Shop, where psychedelic sounds of the Dukes fell out of the sky and did not stop. From that day forth until the end, the virgin ears of my sister and I would never be quite the same again. We pooled our cash in order to buy the vinyl disc encased in clouds of swirling multicolored lines and fonts that did a rhythmic dance around the images in our minds. And that's an homage to the Dukes of Stress for album 25 O'Clock. And I have one more, if I can remember where I put it here. This is from a writing prompt at Tumblewords the other weekend about, the prompt was the song, I Put a Spell on You. So I wrote this about one of my favorite music styles that's local to DC here. It's called Go-Go Puts a Spell on Me. Standing in line outside the stores of the nightclub 930, my very first time. We'd chat while she blew her smoke to one side. I stood there entranced against reason or rhyme. Perhaps it foreshadowed the rhythms I'd find within those walls where trouble began to rock my senses with complex beats that echo in halls that go on and fan the flames of local DC sounds, erupting from backyards with essences rare, and go out to the masses from the junkyard raw, distilled from the islands in the city where this pocket was birthed from the mind of Chuck Brown. And each time I hear it, I want to get down. And if you haven't ever heard DC's local go-go, you should hear it sometime. We got to hear it at the 4th of July parade yesterday. One of the go-go bands was there. Sort of a well-kept secret.
Very, very cool. Love it. Love the diversity in your work. Please give him a follow. Please check out his website, Parquillian. Get your mug. You can start your morning off right. You're going to your poetry evening. I love it. It's so cute. It's so cute. Thank you so much, Martin. Always happy to see you. All right. On deck, we got Brian. And up to the mic now, we got Shaki.
All right, I got two small pieces I'm gonna do. The first one's called Study. It was done, I think it was a Tumblewords workshop, where they gave you the beginning had to say I have studied, and the end had to be moving away from me. So that was the prompt for this poem. I have studied the science of your existence, the way you smile, the way you frown, the way a bead of sweat never gets too far before you wipe it. It was not obsession. I listened to your heartbeat some nights as if it were my favorite song. Slept in the melody of your breath like a lullaby. No one has ever been able to hold me like a secret, make this body feel like home. But I learned most in the way you said goodbye, as if time never ended. It was always see you later or until we meet again. But when you left me, it was see you in another lifetime, as if you knew I would die watching you moving away from me. And then the second one is called Apologies. My entire life feels like an apology. Sorry I couldn't make it. Sorry I couldn't be there. Sorry for the silence of a deadbeat. I wish there was harmony here. I often dream of deathbed confessions and conversations I've never had. All the words I wish I could. My body is a fountain of guilt overflowing into rivers of grief. I have said I love you less times than I have said goodbye. What I mean is they always leave before I get a chance to acknowledge them. I'm sorry. But when I say I'm sorry, I am not looking for forgiveness. I am not expecting absolution. Just know it hurts me too. Living inside of excuses like glass houses on gravel roads, something bad was bound to happen anyway. Maybe you'll forget me someday. I can't blame you. It was bound to happen anyway. I'm sorry.
Yes. Love it, Chucky. Love your work so much. Thank you so much for being a part of this community, for being in our space. She is a part of the Out Loud LGBTQ anthology. Get your author copies from her. Alrighty. All right. On deck, we got Daniel. And back up to the mic, we got Jen releasing the Brian Franco.
Okay, this is a sloppy poem, which is a poem surrounded by two haikus. And in this case, both haikus are the same haiku. It's called Caveat. To be skillfully lazy can take a lot of extra time and work. I do not feel comfortable saying the word caveat. It's one of those words that sounds like it should only be spoken by people with PhDs. I've thought about using it in quite a few poems only to decide against it after looking up the definition. In essence, a caveat is a stipulation or proviso that allows someone to not follow a rule or procedure, basically an exemption or workaround. At least that's what I think. Caveat is a word often used to replace the word excuse, and I am an expert in making excuses that don't cut the mustard. So after I backed my car from the garage the other day, I turned on the radio to NPR and decided to set my iTunes to Stevie Wonder because I wasn't in the mood to listen to another news report about another mass shooting. If I'm having a bad day, do I get an exemption from listening to another story about a mass shooting? Was the fact that prescription medication suddenly rose from $12 to $218 per month a caveat for me to avoid listening to this news story that almost seems commonplace due to its frequency of occurrence? Have I found a caveat for the indifference I was expressing by choosing Stevie instead? Was I becoming desensitized to mass shootings despite I still can't comprehend how anyone can commit such violence or why a civilian can buy a semi-automatic war weapon, especially engineered for accurate killing of multiple humans? I used to think there was an unwritten rule of the natural order of things that says if a mass shooting happens 1 or 2 days after another mass shooting can't happen for at least another 3 weeks or a month. But the fates found a caveat around that one. How do any of us make any sense of any of this? Is there a caveat that allows us to decide one mass shooting is worse than another when it happens at a school rather than a church or synagogue or mosque or gay bar or grocery store or music festival? How about whether the mass shooting happened at a high school, middle school, or elementary school? How about a mass shooting of hate concerning ethnicity, race, religion, sexual orientation, or a combination? Do I live in a country where the inalienable right to have caveats where caveats should not exist exists? There are no caveats or excuses for all these mass shootings. There are no caveats or excuses for indifference expressed by our elected officials who are not passing laws that should make our schools and grocery stores and malls and other public spaces safer. The indifference is not a caveat. Their indifference is not a caveat or excuse for our indifference. Simply put, there is no excuse for any of it anymore. To be skillfully lazy can take a lot of extra time and work. Thank you.
I love that last piece so much. I put a ton of Stevie Wonder on when I just can't watch the news anymore. I love Stevie Wonder. That's why my next book is titled Inner Visions.
Yeah, it's one of my go-tos for road trips.
Oh, it's my go-to for everything. Karaoke, road trips, pain. I grew up on Stevie Wonder.
My favorites are Hotter Than July and The News Aquarium.
My favorite is If You Really Love Me and Overjoyed, because I'm just a sappy person who gets crushes.
He does write the most beautiful love songs. It's just, I always thought that my wedding song should be Ribbons in the Sky. I love that song.
Aw, that is a beautiful song. All his music just makes me smile. My brother, who is a professional music editor, is the only person I know that doesn't like Stevie Wonder.
Well, he probably doesn't like it because he wants to get your goat.
Maybe. Now, Matthew is brilliant, but our taste in music is sometimes similar, but like he's like, oh, I don't like Stevie Wonder. I don't like Billy Joel. I don't like, and he's a Long Island boy, so that doesn't make any sense to me. But my whole family, we love Stevie Wonder. I loved it. I'm gonna sing some Stevie. I was supposed to sing Stevie Wonder at the last New Oak karaoke, and then I ditched y'all for a woman. But I'll be back this weekend, so I'll be spitting some Stevie Wonder. Brian's gonna take us out later with Beanie Blessings, but we're gonna continue on with our mic right now. So on deck we got Terry Rose, and back up to the mic we got Daniel. Can you hear us, Daniel?
Oh yeah. Okay. I wasn't sure if it was my turn. Can I ask you, when I go like this, am I sideways?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know why my phone is doing that. It stopped letting me flip it. So I'm gonna have to hold it here. See if
You can do it sideways, if that's better.
But you guys will see me sideways, right?
I mean, I don't mind seeing you sideways, but if you're more
No, that's all right. The phone's good. I think I'll hold. Cool. I got these two short pieces. This first piece is called Storm Gods. I think it'll be fitting. I had a teacher workshop today with some kids from Pine Island, which is close to where I live. And at one point I was leading them through some Qigong exercises. And one of the kids goes, "The gods are upon us." So I think this will be fitting to do it. It goes like this. Storm Gods. I need to rhyme. I'm sitting here on my bed thinking of my next move. I need to get more discipline. My mind is focused like trying to take apart a Rubik's Cube. It's raining. Storming at times with the flashes of lightning. Through my window, I can see the thunder flash like photographs. It's silent. Silent enough to hear the crickets. Silent enough to hear my thoughts. I write because it's my escape, but also because it's how I find myself. I feel the need to complete, to be the best, to excel, but that feeling in my stomach says I can go at my own pace. I love myself, and I want to see myself as highly recognized as any other. I can see Zeus on a cloud looking down at us. I tend to go back in time to feel how vulnerable I was as a child. For the first time I recited a poem, I was hungry, like I am now hungry, like this country hungry, like not having enough on your plate, or walking the streets without food. I am indeed blessed. I have never really suffered, nor do I plan on it. Actually, suffering is a bit outdated, if you ask me. It's but a condition, a program we have acquired to make someone else happy. I say we rebel against these lower vibrational programming. I say we collectively think of what has made us the happiest and do like Peter Pan and fly. Think of happy thoughts. I know it may sound a little corny to some, but your thoughts move minds. Mountains, terrains, they influence people, actions, states of mind. So take a breath with me and thank the Creator. For if it wasn't storming and thundering today, I would not have written this piece. So I'll leave you with a few words and pray. Your thoughts may be as happy as you really are when you chose to participate in this planet's evolution. When you chose to participate in the development of our species of being human is what we are because we can feel emotions. Human is what we are because we are vulnerable, open to learning and making mistakes. That's what makes us human. So listen to the storm, tell me stories, and with faith, I write them down so you can feel human too. So you can feel the anger of war, the distress of losing someone, the pain of crying, the heartbreak of being played or made fun of. The storm gods are upon us. I guess it's safe to say they were once human too.
Yes. My brother Paul Conqueso was here. He would certainly appreciate that piece because he's a storm god.
Oh, nice.
And the Beanie God
Nice.
certainly appreciated that. I loved it. And that's awesome. You're teaching poetry to the kids. That's amazing. So happy you're continuing that. It's really important. Children learn that at a young age. I learned poetry at a young age. It didn't connect to me the same way until I was in my 20s, but I'm glad
Right.
that I was taught that in school. Well, thank you. Is there anything else you'd like to share?
Yeah, I got one more piece. This piece is called The Language of Light. So if anybody kind of, connects to the stars and connects to that part of themselves, I think you enjoy this piece. It goes, I'm not sure how connected we are to the stars. I can imagine we resemble them in some way. Beings from throughout the galaxy looks at us in amazement. Our cultures are rich, our foods are spectacular. And who can be against our art? We got breakdancing, hip hop, slam poetry, martial arts. We're indeed a race young but old in soul, or at least some of our greatest have been here for a while, teaching us how to stay connected. This planet turns, and if we're not at the same vibration, we can fall off the roller coaster of emotions, the roller coaster of experiences. So I sign like talking to the wind in some sort of star languages that can be felt with when you're in tune. I have been here for many lifetimes, a pilot in one, a soldier in another, a monk, a priest, but never have I been an MC until I met hip hop. And she be that, full of love and embrace, full of inspiration. She saved me, I feel like when I rhyme, I get closer to God. Something in me finds the flow of being in that trance state, so I write symbols from time to time when I connect. My hands form movements that when in sync with my breath, I can travel to different dimensions, all in my body without leaving. I guess that's why I rhyme, to stay grounded. I pick the dirt from the ground, put my hands together, and feel how amazing this planet is. We are literally in the middle of space, nothing above us and nothing below us, just hugged by the universe. But let me get back to the beings of this earth. We are all humans, but not all of us are just that. Some, like the men in blacks, are just a little bit more. So let these sky languages or advanced earth symbols that can be found in almost all of our cultures, for example. What do you feel when this comes to mind? Is it foreign or do you know it? I sometimes find myself trying to be more, but my lesson is we are chasing an arrow, hoping to catch its speed. When hit the target, I be like Flash moving through the city at lightning speed. However, when I rhyme, I slow down. And I slow down, I pass like pronouns, see the light in front of me, so I'm a show now. The possibility of being high is like cafe macchiato. So I tune to the frequencies while in staccato. My words reach galaxies like stars in a bottle. Ancient like the sun, so my symbols write out tomorrows. Futuristic like mi pana, hablo mañana con mi letra de Cuba Havana, so I channel light. Like thoughts plugged into the source of spirit. I hope you enjoyed this because it's been about a minute since I spoke what I felt inside. So let these words be what you thought that you would find in case you ever travel way outside of your mind. Thank you.
I love Daniel Vigo so much and what he brings to our space. I'm so happy he's back, and I hope we see him again in 2 weeks. Always a blessing to hear you. Thank you so much. Continue teaching the kids how to spit that fire and teaching them poetry. Good to see you, man. All right, we got a couple more artists before we close out the evening. So on deck, we got Urban Cowboy Poet, and back up to the mic, we got Terry Richardson.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
Do you want to sing some Stevie Wonder?
Always.
All right, I'm gonna put it on your song. It's for you.
Wait, are we gonna get copyright problems?
I don't know. Can we not do it?
I don't know. I think we can do covers. I think that if they hear the music, they take it off Facebook.
What do you mean? I can do it a cappella?
Yes.
They can do it a cappella, but I don't think we can hear the music, or Facebook will take down the video.
Did you hear the music when I just played it?
But we can sing it after when we go offline. But you can sing it a cappella if you want.
What about the karaoke that we do at Narican? That's all covers with music.
It's not live stream.
Oh.
Yeah, you guys are on Zoom, but it's not on Facebook or YouTube because we do like it's not our music. It's all cover music that we would yeah. But I appreciate you.
How about
You
how about we
YouTube
do
did
a
it.
cappella?
YouTube did it to me.
can do it a cappella.
Let me find the words without the music. Well, I
Yeah,
can
unfortunately
I can
Facebook will take it.
I know what I can do. Hang on. I got
What
turning all
song?
of it
What
down. And
song?
just get
Will
this-
you do
If
the
you
lady,
really
the
if you
one,
really
got-
love
the
me.
lady in red is dancing? No, that's not her.
No, it's well, she playing I love
We're
that
gonna
song
do
too. I
the
love
one
all
that
the
you
ones
that
she did.
you like.
I just called to say I love you.
Hey, who's going?
It's Terry's turn. Yes, let Terry bless the
I have
space
to
with
start
some
it
Stevie
over now
Wonder.
because it started to go ahead of me. Okay, I'm gonna
Okay.
try and do the acapella. I hope it's not gonna be a disaster. If you really love me, won't you tell me? Yeah, if you really love me, won't you tell me? Yeah. I'm a little bit ahead of the words. Then I won't have to be playing around. You call my name, ooh, so sweet. To make your kiss incomplete. When your mood is clear, you quickly change your ways. First you say I'm untrue. What am I supposed to do? Be a fool who sits alone waiting for you. Oh, if you really love me, won't you tell me? Yeah, and if you really love me, won't you tell me? Yeah, then I won't have to be playing around. I see the light of your smile calling me all the while. You're saying, baby, it's time to go. First the feeling's all right, then it's gone from sight. So I'm taking out this time to say, whoa, if you really love me, won't you tell me? Yeah, and if you really love me, won't you tell me? Yeah, then I won't have to be playing around. No, I won't have to be playing around, goofing around, playing around, playing around. So
Oh
that's it.
man, Terry Rose wins at life. I mean, you have a beautiful singing voice.
Oh, yeah, thanks. I mean, it's been really shaky lately because of COVID. It jacked up my voice really bad.
No, I think I like the COVID singing voice. I do.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
Thank
it. That was
Terry,
very sweet.
I'm just gonna believe in my own mind that you were singing that to me.
I'll sing Ribbon in the Sky for you, Brian, and that one's your favorite, you said,
You
right?
should sing it on Saturday.
I actually was gonna sing Anita Baker.
Ooh, I love Anita
Um,
Baker. Oh my God, I love Anita Baker.
Terry Rose just knows how to win me over. Poetry and Anita Baker and Stevie. Oh,
A little sweet love.
I love
I'm not
Anita
gonna
Baker.
tell you which one.
Lost in the Rapture with you, baby.
I'm not gonna tell you which one.
Body and Soul is my favorite. We're the best thing yet. You come into my
See, I
life.
oh look at the doggy, it's so cute.
We love pup. Oh, hello. Hi, puppers.
Aw.
We love puppies and poetry and Stevie Wonder and Anita Baker here at Deadpan Dope. Oh, very cute pup. Oh, I love it. We should duet some Stevie Wonder Saturday night. I don't know if that's hard on Zoom.
Can we do a duet?
Is that hard on Zoom? Like one, because I'll be in person.
That would be cool if we could do that. Like I would sing a line and you would sing a line.
We can try. Do you want to
I
duet?
bet Ron can arrange that for you.
I bet we can try. I mean, I've done duets in person. I did it with Mariella and I've done it with Danny inside the cafe. We can try here. We'll talk after because I'll do If You Really Love Me as a duet with you on Saturday night.
Okay. But I really wanted to do, I don't know. I don't know if I can even do, I'm trying. I was practicing doing the Anita Baker song.
Well, you can do your own song. I just meant for my turn.
Oh, okay.
You can share.
Yeah, if he can
Do your
figure
own
that
song.
out, that would be awesome.
Yeah, we'll talk. I sent you a text with my address, so when you reply, we can chat about
I'll reply with my
Aw,
address so you can send me your book and I can send you my book too.
yay. Awesome books, poetry, Stevie Wonder, Anita Baker, puppy appearances. We give the people what they want at Deadpan Dope. I love it. I know I was swooning too. I loved it. A woman has never serenaded me, Stevie Wonder.
There's a first time for everything.
I mean, I'm very appreciative of that. It was beautiful. So thank you. Oh,
Namaste.
namaste. All right. We're gonna close out with two more poets before we do our beating blessings. So on deck we got Marianne, and back up we got Urban Cowboy Poet.
Who's next, Marianne?
No, you.
Oh, I'm next. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's what friends are for. That's what friends. Yeah. Stevie Wonder. Okay, you got me thinking about singing now. I actually talked with Mariella about the two of us doing a duet over Zoom. Well,
Aw.
maybe probably do it in New York. Huh?
Her poetry
good at-
crush.
We're good at harmonizing. I on Richie Marufo show one time. I did my CD of my a cappella quartet and played it, and he said YouTube kicked him off. But
Aw.
before Marissa had YouTube, she said, I mean, she just had Facebook, and Facebook didn't, just YouTube.
Well, if YouTube kicks us off for Stevie Wonder, oh, I
Yeah.
mean, I hope not. But I know Mariella is the poetry crush for you, right?
Who is what?
Mariella has the poetry crush for you, right?
There's a
I
poetry
think
what?
Abigail's
Okay.
always saying she has
Yes.
a crush on you.
I don't know what kind of crush she has.
She has a
We'll
poetry
find
crush.
out when we get to New York, I guess.
She's lovely, but I've met her several times. She's absolutely lovely.
Actually, there's another lady I want to see when I'm in New York.
Okay.
That might be a good weekend. Might be.
Okay.
Woo-woo.
It was my own quartet a cappella. We had paid royalties to ASCAP, through the society, but YouTube still said, no, you can't do it. Anyway, you got me thinking singing. So I'll do Billy Joel's song, but my parody of Billy Joel. I've done it before, but not for a while. Billy Joel's same age I am, but when he recorded a song for the longest time when he was in his 30s, he should know by now that no man in his 30s can have the slightest concept of the longest time. So I wrote my version for the same man, singing to the same woman 50 or 60 years later. Whoa, 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 for the longest time. Whoa, whoa, for the longest. If you said goodbye to me today, I might say, who are you anyway? But what can I do? Sometimes I forget my name too. I've not been all there for the longest time. I get lost on walks that I go on. Maybe you'll be sorry when I'm gone. I get weird glances. I forget to zip my pantses. I haven't zipped them for the longest time. Whoa, whoa, for the longest time. Whoa, whoa, for the longest. Stop the voice I'm hearing in my head. It's a miracle that I'm not dead. Oh, how I need you. I hope you've needed me too. I've not been all there for the longest time. Maybe I won't last very long. I think I'm all right, but I could be wrong. Maybe I shouldn't be driving my car, but I've come this far, and that's more than I hoped for. Once I wished my impotence was gone. With Viagra, happiness goes on. Before the blue pill, I tried to make it work with sheer will. That hasn't happened for the longest time. Keeping me alive is an art. An implant device holds on to my heart. I know you're the woman that I wed when I take my meds, and that's all I can hope for. I don't care for all the gifts you bring. I feel like a fool when I lose things. My memory's so bad, but I will always know that we have loved each other for the longest time. Whoa, whoa, for the longest time. Whoa, whoa, for the longest time. Thank you. You
Oh,
got me
I love
singing.
that.
You put me in the mood for singing, so I. That's right.
Yeah, we do music here sometimes at Deadpan Dope. We got awesome musicians. I love Billy Joel. I'm a Long Island girl. I've heard you do that one before. It's very charming, very cute. Well, thank you, Urban Cowboy Poet. Buy his
Yeah.
book, Urban Cowboy Poetry. There's that beautiful cover. One more time, Shane Maynor. He'll be at the New York City Poetry Festival. It's gonna be a family weekend. It's gonna be a family affair. Here, you got y'all. If you're not gonna be at the New York Poetry Festival, get your butts up there because it's just gonna be a weekend long party. Probably a week. I know Marissa's gonna be there for a week, so it's just gonna be a week. All
Good
right.
Lord willing and the creek don't rise.
Ah.
Be there.
Awesome. Well, thank you, UCP. Always a pleasure to have you and hear you. Buy his book. All right, we got one more poet before we close out our evening, and that is Miriam Peterson.
Yeah, I put it in the chat, but people out there in YouTube land and stuff, you can PayPal to urbancowboypoet@gmail.com, or you could message me.
And that's easy. It's the same name of his book, is his email and his PayPal. There you go. Just
But
keeps
tell
it
me
easy.
your address. So.
You give me your snail mail, but don't put that on YouTube.
No.
Send that to him privately.
No, I'm not putting that on. That's why if you don't want PayPal, call me and I'll give you my address and we'll figure something out.
Awesome.
I need your address.
Well, we'll do a
to
swap.
send you a book.
We'll do a swap at the. I feel like it's gonna be easier to do a swap at the festival. I'm just gonna bring a tote bag and carry all the books back to my apartment.
I'm having trouble hearing them. So
I'll do a swap with you at the New York Poetry Festival. So I'll get your book at the festival. Can you hear me?
It went out and I didn't hear
I'll
that.
type. Can everyone else hear me?
Again.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, but no, I'll type it in the chat. All right. Well, last up to the mic before we do Beanie Blessings is Miriam Peterson.
Okay, this one is called Another Angel. I wrote January 18th, 2021. It's been a little over a year since I actually shared this one, I would say. It's in memory of one of my friends named Donna Desjardins, who died January 11th, 2021. Another angel was lifted up to heaven recently. She was one of my friends. I do not know what she died of. I miss her terribly. I think I will make it through, though. It is just a shock right now. She was in her 70s, so she lived a long life. With all of the bad news today, I'll keep it in my heart and mind always.
Oh, that's a lovely tribute. And
Thanks.
thank you for sharing that and your friend with
You're
us.
welcome.
Anything else you'd like to share before we close out our evening?
Yeah, I can find another one. Let's see. This is called I. When I was a child, I wanted to escape the environment I was in. I took the wrong way out. I went to a bank and got money with a squirt gun. They thought I was cute. They tried to get me more interested in the suckers than the money. It didn't work. I spent so much of the money to go to a different state. I didn't know anyone there, so I called back home. I was scared being out on my own. I regret to this day I did what I did. I'm proud to say I never did it again, though.
I can picture you with a squirt gun for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally can. Well, thank you for sharing those pieces and all the pieces you brought to the
Really?
space tonight. Check out her books on Amazon, Marianne Peterson. She's an amazing poet, so get your hands on that. And all the books. Everyone in space is a published author. I'm so proud of that. It has been a fabulous evening here at Deadpan Dope Tuesdays. Thank you to everyone that performed and shared space with us. To close us out tonight, my friend Generalissimo Brian Franco will do our Beanie blessing.
Beanie blessings. We close out our time together staring up at the same sky, whether the sun kisses down on your gentle face, the cotton candy clouds begin to swirl in the early evening, the crescent moon fades in as the constellations begin to dance throughout the night. We all look up at the same sky. Thank you for blessing the sky, soil beneath our feet, and our family with your presence and art. Thank you for taking the time to create. Thank you for holding space. May you squirt out poems, kitty style in dreamland. May we always have beanies to keep us warm and stylish. This has been Deadpan Dope Tuesday Open Mic with The Word Is Right, hosted by Deadpan Lizzie, the Beanie God. On behalf of our community, I, Brian Franco, aka Generalissimo, bid you adieu. Until
Adieu.
next time, Beanie blessings.
Blessing.
Woo!
Adieu. Adieu.